Hi, I'm Danny DeVito. Here I am in my office. I just finished directing War of the Roses, starring Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner and myself. And I want to invite you to see a little taste of this wonderful picture that's coming to you in December. Okay? You just listen to this, watch this. Take it away.
I like the dark. It's friendly.
Well, long time no see. This is a somewhat unplanned video, but before I get into all that, let's talk about coffee.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
This video is brought to you by Veronica and Deirdre, who were kind enough to buy me a coffee. Veronica, Deirdre, thank you so much for your ongoing support of my channel. It really does make my day, and it helps me out a lot. You too can get a shout out in my next video, but I'll talk more about that at the end. To make a very long story short, I rewatched one of my favourite films this week that I don't see many people talking about or referencing, which makes me a little bit sad because it's honestly such a wild ride and just a delight. They don't make films like this anymore. And FYI, it's kind of just as relevant today as it was in 1989. The War of the Roses is based on the book by Warren Adler.
I wrote The War of the Roses in my pajamas and had no idea what would happen when I sent it on its way.
And is directed by Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is obviously recognised more for his acting, but he's also an accomplished producer and director. He directed Matilda, a wonderful adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic book, and Death to Smoochie. This is your sign. Go watch Death to Smoochie. Again, not enough people talk about it, and it's so funny. It stars Edward Norton as a Barney-type dinosaur character called Smoochie the Rhino.
Oh, we'll get you off that snackle, yes we will.
And Robin Williams as an unhinged kids' TV host, Rainbow Randolph.
I stand up to take a piss. They clear the restroom. You know why, Frank? I'm Rainbow fucking Randolph! That's why!
Seriously, go watch it. You won't regret it. Anyway, War of the Roses stars 80s screen power couple Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas as a couple who meet, fall in love, and then slowly that love turns to hate.
When I watch you eat, when I see you asleep, when I look at you lately, I just want to smash your face in.
Come on, smash my face. Come on, you want to smash my face?
It's a brilliant, delicious black comedy and satire with a lot of side-eye towards the yuppie culture of the time and the ridiculous lengths that some people will go to during a divorce. Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito had already worked together on Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile.
John Wilder?
And so they already had an established dynamic, although this time Danny's character is more of an equal than a sidekick. The film is told via flashbacks, as DeVito's character, Gavin D'Amato, a lawyer, tells a potential client, side note, that's Dan Castellaneta, aka Homer Simpson, a story about the divorce of a close friend of his. A divorce that made him start smoking after quitting for 13 years. The story starts off as a typical romantic comedy. Two people meet, fall in love, and decide to build a life together. However, pretty quickly, we start to see how this marriage just isn't going to end well. We've seen these two bicker on screen before, but this film turns it up to 11, and it's glorious. From the hilarious lengths these two will go to one-up each other,
Get out of the car, huh?
to the dialogue,
Nobody who makes pate this good can be all bad.
That depends on what the pate is made of. Woof.
To the editing and cinematography, this film is worth your time. These two are presented as the perfect couple, working hard and being rewarded with all those keeping up with the Joneses type things. The yuppie dream. They buy a beautiful house that Barbara found, and while she spends her days making it perfect, Oliver climbs the business ladder. However, once the house is finished, she finds that her life is actually pretty empty. She feels isolated and condescended to, so she decides to start a small catering business. Meanwhile, Oliver's totally oblivious to his wife's feelings. He clearly works hard, but it's been at the expense of his family relationship. After he suffers what he thinks is a heart attack, Barbara announces that she wants a divorce. Oliver is still in love with her, and so he really doesn't want to confront the truth about the growing chasm between them. What starts off as a typical divorce slowly slides into pettiness, violence, and madness, ultimately destroying the very thing they claim to love the most, the house. This film is a dark little gem. It's deliciously dark, and I just can't recommend it highly enough. And I guarantee the ending will make you laugh out loud. What more can I say? There were some classic comedies released in 1989, like The Burbs and Uncle Buck and When Harry Met Sally, and The War of the Roses should be, in my opinion, in that same category of quality films. Even if you've seen War of the Roses before, go and watch it again. It's so damn good, you won't regret it. It's smart, it's funny, it's dark, and it's visually a delight to watch.
The movie spans 17 years of the lives of Oliver and Barbara Rose. The movie's theme is love turned to hate. It's a wonderful picture. It's a family picture.
Thank you for watching. This video was an unplanned burst of inspiration, so if you've made it this far, thank you. I recently trapped a nerve in my neck, and while I'm used to chronic pain, this one was really bad. I was in a lot of pain and had restricted movement for, well, practically this last month. So all this is to say, I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my videos. Chronic pain is no joke, and while I try to get a video out every 2 weeks, sometimes life just gets in the way. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if you've seen War of the Roses and if you love it as much as I do. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content. And if you really enjoyed this video and would like to support my channel further, you can buy me a coffee. I'll leave a link to my coffee account in the description box below, and if you do decide to help this old caffeine addict out, you'll get a shout out in my next video, which hopefully won't take a month to release. So thank you again, Veronica and Deirdre. You are amazing and have absolutely made my day. Stay hydrated, be kind to your pets,
Woof.
and stay spooky.
Until then, adieu, hardcore disc maniacs. Adieu.
Danny!
Huh?
You've milked this movie to death. It's time to get on with your life already.